back to another episode of Tube Talk, and before we start I'd just like to mention how you might notice better camera quality. Have we filmed on this new phone yet?
Yeah, we filmed it last week.
Oh, okay.
The first time.
Well, it's still pretty amazing. Dad's got a new phone and it's got a really awesome camera, so
It's very clear, isn't it?
yeah, that's the start. It's so cool. It's got some really cool special effects, like you can make yourself like a cartoon. Okay, but we're getting
People can't see that.
we're getting kind of off topic, and also I just would like to say we've got the most DIY camera stand upper ever. So do you want to mention what we just saw?
That's Mum. She's just come home. She might want to take over and start videoing. So we better rip into it.
Okay, we have to rip into it. Right. We've got a lot to rip into. So let's start with last week. Last week we had Charlestown, who ran on Saturday and came third.
Yes, a good run. He drew the outside barrier of 11. Had to do a lot of work early to get up handy, and he was only beaten half a length. And probably all that work he did early probably cost him the win. If he'd drawn well, he probably would have won. But he's come back well. He's run second and third his first two starts back. He's going good, and a win's not far away.
Yeah.
Very happy with him.
He still placed, which is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to say we had Passing Shot, who came fourth.
Yeah, and slightly sort of bewildered. Well, not bewildered. We expect him to go better. We expect him to win. But being a 4-year-old stallion, he's just taking a little bit longer, I think, to come to it and to tighten up. And certainly the dead six track really didn't suit him. He wants it firm. And he's tightened up for the run, and I wouldn't be surprised at all to see on a firmer track next start to see a bit more of the real Passing Shot. I wouldn't be getting too worried about him yet. He's got some big targets, and he is going well.
Definitely. And then we've got What's the Story, who came sixth.
Yeah, and the listed Trevor Eagle Memorial, really interesting run. So we know he's not a dead track horse, we know he's a good track horse, and it was bordering slow. He got back sort of midfield and off the fence. And the interesting thing was he had the fastest last 200 metres of the race, and he also had the third fastest last 200 metres of the day. So he's a Savile colt. He's certainly looking for more ground. He gets over a little bit more ground on a better track, and he is going to be an excellent chance. We think he's a good horse, and he's heading towards the Derby.
Yeah, perfect. I was going to say, on Sunday we had Sadler's Rock, who came in impressive second.
That was an awesome race. If you haven't seen the race, go and have a look at it. He was awkwardly away. He was back last. He was still last with 1,200 metres to go. David Walsh took off on him. He looped the field, hit the front, and he fought like a tiger all up the straight. And he was beaten by a nose. He ran second, and it was just a bowl the head thing. But it was a super run. He's actually going well. All his runs this time in have been in the first four, apart from his runs at Riccarton. He's a better horse away from Riccarton. Mm-hmm. So, I look, there's another $25,000-$30,000 race for in a couple of weeks' time, and he's not far off a win. He's going good.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, we've got 10 horses to get into for this week.
And I think he was paying $35 to win.
Sorry.
He paid $5.80 a place. Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah,
yes.
That was Sadler's Rock.
Cool.
So this week we've got a chock-a-block 10 horses to
11.
talk about. 11. Yes, 11 horses. Sorry, silly me. So now we have to jump right into that. So tomorrow at Taranaki we've got the Poetic Affair in race 7.
Yeah, and she's going over a mile. We'd wanted to run at Avondale this week, but they canned the mile races, so she's going down to New Plymouth. She's drawn wide again as a horse that doesn't ever seem to be able to draw a good barrier. But she's going well. The format of her last race has been superb. The winner is a Group 3 winner since then. And look, we'll probably go forward on her. It's quite a strong field for a maiden mile. But look, she's going to be in the mix. And we're looking at running on a listed 2,100 metres next start. So she has to run tomorrow, and she'll run well.
Nice. And then tomorrow we've also, at Taranaki, we've also got Queen of the Amazon in race 8.
Yes. So, actually, what I should say about Taranaki for both horses is Taranaki is a real horses for courses track.
Also, there's one more horse after this at Taranaki.
Yeah, there is. There's three horses.
Yeah.
So, we're doing the Stephen McKee runners first.
Nice.
If horses handle Taranaki, they run well. If they don't handle Taranaki, they just don't. It's just a real horses for courses course. So, you sort of got to have a little bit of that in your mind the first time they go there. And all these horses, it's their first time there.
Yeah.
So, Queen of the Amazon is a good track horse. She went really well over 1,400 metres fresh up for a long time. She steps up to 1,800 metres today in TV land. It's been a long time between races because we've been waiting for better tracks. She keeps striking a weak track or she gets belted out. Now tomorrow she's going to get probably a dead track. It's not going to be ideal, but we've just got to run her again. She'll likely get back in the field, but we'd expect her to be running home well. And you should start to see her hit form when she gets up to 2,000 metres and beyond. The big question mark for her tomorrow is how much rain there is. She's got to run, but anything worse than a dead 5, she doesn't really like.
Yeah. And as you said, there was a third horse who was Lyrics Way in race 3.
Yes, so now we move to the Lesser Ladder Barn. Lyrics Way was a good trial winner leading into this race, and won a trial I thought well, and over 1,200 metres fresh up, a little bit of cut in the track won't be a problem for her, and I think she's a very good each way chance.
Nice. And then on Friday at Riccarton, we've got Pinzano.
Yeah, Pinzano going over 1,400 metres the first time this preparation. She's got barrier 5, Matt Cameron on, is going well. She raced very well for the New Zealand Cup Carnival. And she hung a little bit in her races, so hopefully she doesn't do that on Friday. But if she doesn't do that, I expect her to be in the first 3. She's a very good each way chance.
Nice one. And then Friday night in Singapore, we've got Scene of the Crime.
Yeah, so Scene of the Crime fresh up. He's got a good barrier draw. Harry Chasm's on board. 1,200. He's going 1,200 metres. He will take natural improvement on this run. He's had 2 trials going on, and he will improve for it. But from his barrier draw, he does tend to go well fresh, and I think he again is an each way chance. Yeah, running for $65,000, and I made it. Not bad.
Nice. And then on Saturday at Trentham, we've got a couple of runners. First up, we've got Black Sav in the 3-year-old 1,400.
And Black Sav was a very impressive winner on debut. She's bred to be an Oaks filly, 1.5 miles, and a Melbourne Cup horse. So stepping from 12 to 1,400 metres will suit her. Barrier 8 is probably okay. She'll probably settle midfield. The horse to beat is Trent Buston's horse, who's drawn barrier 1, and I know they've got a high opinion of it. But look, if she settles well, going on the strength of her first run, she should be barrelling home.
Mm-hmm. And then
she's a classy filly. She's a group quality filly.
There you go. And also on Saturday at Trentham, we've got in the rating 85, not 75, sorry, bad writing there. In the rating 85 1,400, we've got Seize the Moment.
Yeah, so all hail Caesar. He, last start, Melbourne Cup, that was a little bit disappointing, but he just doesn't go as well right-handed, excuse me.
Okay.
He just doesn't go as well right-handed. For some reason, he's much better left-handed. He likes Trentham. He goes back to Trentham. He should get a dead track, which is his ideal surface. 1,400 metres suits him. He's drawn out a little bit wide, but look, he's a big tough old gelding and he'll roll forward. And I think, look, we've got Lee Thinnis on board. Danielle's not riding down there, and I think he's a very good chance. I think he's a very good chance.
Nice one.
He can bounce back very quickly.
Oh, sorry, the wind just picked up a bit and that paper almost blew away.
It's quite nice being outside.
It is nice. I was going to say,
summery evening.
I hope everyone's enjoying the new setting. And out of the corner on your eye, to Dad's left, just up there, you might see a little picture of Rude Awakening, which is cool, representing Go Racing in the Bosma household.
Represent.
We're on Sunday at Waipukurau. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yep.
We have got 4 runners.
Yep, big day at Waipukurau. And on Sunday,
yes,
I should actually be at Waipukurau because we've got 4 runners. But it is a special day.
Because it is
Doug Bosma's 8th birthday.
I was going to say my brother's 8th birthday, yeah. Mine and Doug's birthdays are pretty close to each other, so party then party.
So we're doing laser tag, so I'm here at Waipukurau. But Sean O'Connor, the great Sean O'Connor, is going to be there. We might make him deputise as syndicate manager for the day.
Nice. I love how you were going to talk about racing. I was going to go and talk about the laser tag. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, so, back to the runners. These are our last 4 ones, all from Waipukurau. Okay, sorry, the paper just flew away.
That's all right.
I'll take a moment.
From Waipukurau, all with Lisa Latter.
Yes.
Where are you going to start?
Well, let's start with race 2. Let's go in order. In race 2, we've got Elusive Boxes.
Elusive Boxes, is fresh up. Won a jump out where she settled back and then went to the trials and ran a nice second. She's got a wide barrier draw of 12, but we're trying to teach her to relax and run home. and she'll get the opportunity to do that. Don't want to be back last, but it'd be nice to be sort of midfield. If she'd drawn like a problem between barrier 1 and 4, I would have said she's a very good winning chance. From barrier 12, I think she's a good chance, and I think she'll be getting home well, and I think she'll be running in the first 4. I just would have liked to see her draw 1 to 4, so that she might just have to give them too much of a head start on the turn. But she's a nice chance.
Nice one. And then race 4, we've got Petite Midas.
Petite Midas, yes, who's improved. She's had 2 starts this time in, 6th, 4th. Blinkers on, 1,200 metres against her own age and gender, 3-odd fillies. She's drawn well. She'll go forward. The stablemate is the one to beat. That ran second to Black Sav last start. It looks a good horse, but she's a good track horse. She did 4 or better. As long as it's that way, I can see her being a chance definitely running in the first 3. If it gets wet, it won't suit her.
Yeah, nice. And then in race 6, we've got Atavari, or Ativari, as some people call it.
Atavari, yes. Her last start was much better when she ran 4th and was just allowed to relax over a mile, and she got home really well. She steps up to 2,200. We would have preferred to go 2,000, but there was no options for her, so we're going 2,200. Unfortunately, she's drawn wide, but we will allow her to find her feet and relax. Kelly Myers is on board, knows her well. She's won on her. She'll relax and hopefully get moving from about the 600 or 700. If it's a dead track, she won't mind that. And she's on target to run a nice race.
Nice one. And then finally, in race 8, we've got National Pride. And may I quickly point out how the races are 2, 4, 6, and 8.
I know.
That is awesome.
It's
but
quite
okay,
nice.
yeah. So race 8, we've got National Pride.
Nice spacing. It has
Yeah.
nice, not karma, but a nice feel to it.
Nice.
Now, this is my big smoky for the weekend.
Nice one.
He's fresh up over a mile. His last couple of runs last time were pretty average. He's had a trial where he's gone a nice enough trial, but that trial seems to have cleaned him up and seems to have he seems to improve with it. He's drawn barrier 5. It is hard first up over a mile, but I believe down the home straight he's going to look like he's going to be in the finish, I believe. And it just depends whether his fitness carries him there or not. But he's a horse which can run well above his existing form. He will improve out of sight for it, but he can run well above his existing form on Sunday. So he'll be an interesting one to finish off with.
Nice one. And I think that pretty much concludes our tube talk.
Yes, and
Almost.
it does. One more, because we might not have another tube talk beforehand. Next Wednesday at Ellerslie is the first Twilight meeting, and Scarlet Secret, who ran second to Rude Not To last start, will be there, and she should be awfully hard to beat.
Nice one. Nice bring that out. And I think that pretty much concludes our tube talk, our outside, slightly later at night, paper flying away tube talk.
It does, but we'll be back next week on Friday.
Hopefully.
Looking at next week's runs.
Yes. Because you said we might not get a chance next week, but...
Yeah, we will.
Yes, we will. Don't worry.
Okay,
So,
thanks, so.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you on another episode of Tube Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.